workout of the week was on Tuesday, preparing for the Saturday race. So then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we take things easier.
And the last time we had gone to the park was during preseason because we had more time. But since we were on break, we got to go to the park again, which was really fun just to get together as a team, get on the bus. It's like off campus, so you're not running on the towpath, which we do like almost every single day.
I'd like to start off with some drills because you can get what's stiff from the long ride down. Alright, so let's do a little few drills on the grass and then get rolling in small groups. Got it?
Yes.
Other guys, we're going to do a regular Wednesday run. We want to go out in the grass and do some light strides afterwards. But let's take our time and get good and loose. Start pretty slow. I know we got a tummy full of Massimos and everything else.
You know, here at Princeton we have one of the best training areas in the nation. We truly believe that with the towpath, with our course being less than a half-mile away, we're definitely very privileged here with that and definitely spoiled.
Some people get lost when we go there because the first time we ever went was in preseason, but it's really fun for bonding, and it was just like really important for us as a team to be on break and be relaxing, but also stay busy.
Anywhere for girls from half an hour to 60 minutes probably of just what Peter calls recovery running. So just easy running. And because this was a bigger competition, we were tapering, so a lot of girls were doing less mileage than they would usually do.
With fall break being before the week before HEPS, we wanted to break things up, get a new feel on things. So that was the first time over at Mercer County Park, and it was great running. I know the guys really enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll get back there soon.
Mercer Meadows Park is absolutely beautiful. It's preserved land northwest of campus. So we went out and ran 10 miles on Wednesday, and it was a great opportunity for us to allow our emotions and spirit and everything kind of rejuvenate on the week after midterm exams.
It's just like really important for us as a team to be on break and be relaxing, but also stay busy, so we're not just focusing on the race. So I think doing activities like that really helped us to have something to focus on other than the race while still being very relaxed. So that was like really the start to our taper.
I feel a lot more comfortable.
I think when he holds meetings and he talks, he'll like throw in jokes, which makes it like really fun.
All right, let's go to the Zimbabwe room and have it there, okay? Yeah, because I'd like to have it outside, but you do call it cross country for a reason, right?
He really knows what he's talking about, and before every single practice the entire season, he'll have like a short meeting with us, kind of like in that preparation, keeping us calm type way.
All of you competing tomorrow in the interior race. Those of you not competing tomorrow, see me if you haven't already seen me about the workout today. I want to keep you on the same sequence that they're on. You'll be running either pretty book today or something on the cross country course. All right, meaning a tempo on the cross country course, one or the other. So see me after the meeting. Then tomorrow, logistics tomorrow, we race at 11 o'clock. And it's going to be probably the way I see it. I think the weather does, you have to comment on the weather, because I think it's going to be wet. I think the rain will be stopping by 11 o'clock. That's the forecast. It'll be in the high 40s, low 50s tomorrow when you run. It'll be a bit windy. Plan accordingly. Mr. Henderson's giving you enough garb and swag that you should be able to handle whatever the weather throws at you tomorrow. There are two Princeton areas out there tomorrow. One is by the starting line. You're going to see all the tents along Washington Road, all the different colorful tents for the Ivy League. In Princeton, certainly, you saw our brand new tent. If you haven't, it's beautiful. We have a brand new tent, orange and black with tigers all over it. It's going to be fashionable tomorrow, and as you know, there are lots of spectators. Hopefully the weather will allow spectators and fans and parents. If you check the polls, what I'm finding out is that they have 2 Ivy League schools side by side in one number apart. All right, they have 2 Ivy League schools, one number apart on the polls. And polls are people's opinions based on what's happened over the course of the season. So that tells me it's going to be a close race tomorrow. Right? It should be a close race tomorrow. Right? But we have a lot of benefits going our way. A lot of things that are working for us. Number one, as I said before, it's on our home course. Okay. Number 2, I sense a feeling of confidence of knowing what we can do this week. Those 2 things, coupled with your control and your emotions, will rule the day. Okay? I have to bring up and mention to you, you were 4th last year. You were 4th last year. Now we're fighting for the crown. All right? We're not going to be 4th this year. Not tomorrow. Okay? As Henry V said at Age Report, the day will be ours. Okay, and we're in it. We're very much in this competition. And when you're in it to win it. That's it. You're here because you're going to win this Saturday. All right? Here it is. 2 in the top 5, 3 in the top 10, 4 in the top 20, 7 in the top 25, all 12 in the top third of the race, which is top 52. You got that? That's how it's going to roll. Isn't that nice saying? That's how we roll. All right? That's how it's going to roll on Saturday. You do that. You do those 3 things. Show up, check your emotions, execute your race plan. All of that with confidence, or you're going to walk out of there champion on Saturday. That's what we're looking for. All right? Okay, let's go do our pre-race.
So most of us have kind of that pre-race meal that you'll eat like 3 hours before a race, which is usually something generic like peanut butter and a bagel. And then from there, we all get down to the locker room about an hour before the race. We all warm up together, and so we all jog over to the course together. So that's usually about a 2-mile warm-up. And then we do drills, strides, run to the porta potties about 10 times, then put on spikes. And then about 10 minutes before the race, we get to the line, do a couple strides, so just run out and back, and then we'll huddle, and Erica and I, who's the other captain, will usually say a couple words, and then we'll just do a big Princeton cheer. And then the last couple minutes before the race are just kind of trying to stay warm and just think about what you need to do.
Getting a lot closer between Dartmouth and Princeton. We knew that it was going to be close. I knew that individually it was going to be close between me and Dana Giordano from Dartmouth. So I was ready for a race like that, and I definitely wanted to help the team. I knew everyone behind me on the team was going to be pushing as well, so I tried one last time to surge at the 400-meter marker, and that's where I finally got ahead of her, and then just knew that I had to keep pushing until I got across that finish line.
She shows a lot of class. She really does. I mean, she's a young athlete, sophomore year. So nice to get a fresh athlete. I mean, she was not burnt out by running age group. You know, she actually was an age group swimmer, but she didn't run a lot in high school. And we got an athlete here who's got a lot more to go.
I want to thank everyone for being here on a lovely day. No, really, thank you for being here on such a cold and rainy day. And I want to commend all of our fabulous runners for running such an exciting race.
In a lot of ways, you're disappointed because you didn't win, and that's what I want them to be. It's about winning, and when you're close, where, you know, I say my cliche is when you're in it to win it. And It was very close, and next time maybe the results are different. So they got to know that. They have to know that they're going to bounce back from this. This is a sport where you now have 3 races to go. We have the regionals, the ECACs, and the national championships. And we have more chances out there to put it together as a top 5 and top 7 at that level, and they'll bounce. Tomorrow we're going to go for a recovery run, just enjoy it, just go out there and maybe rehash the race in your mind, think about it, but come back knowing that we got more to do, okay? Further! I'm counting 3 Tigers. 1, 2, 3. Tigers! All right.
It's HEPS, you know, it's what we've been talking about since track ended. It's what we had an email chain every week this summer talking about HEPS and training, and to finally have it be there. I know that guys were definitely very nervous, very anxious, but this year we were very set on keeping our time filled and being active and not sitting around and not thinking too much, not letting those nerves sink in, but more acting on those nerves and just kind of releasing those on the run, but nothing crazy.
I think after the 4K mark, the midway, I jogged out there and my kids followed me, and right around 4,400 meters. And I was excited. I knew we had, 9 or 10 guys in the top 35. And from there, we just had to be cool. And I was very confident from there on in, because I think there was a notion amongst the guys that we were going to do very well.
The outcome's the outcome. That's what we knew we were capable of. Going into it, we hadn't performed to our capability, either at Notre Dame or at Wisconsin, and we knew that. We knew that we had not shown what kind of team we were. So going into HEPS, it was pack mentality. We're going to put 7 guys in the top 20, 10 guys in the top 25 or so for the first 4K, and then we were going to let rip from there.
I felt very good, walking in and knowing that all the work that we had done and the last meeting that we had had in May of 2014 as a group was structured and centered around Saturday. I'm just a piece of the whole thing. And I've said this to the guys all the time. Represent your school, do it for Princeton, because that's what you're going to remember more than anything.
So this year, seeing that pack of orange just dominate the field was, I think, for everyone on the team. For the seniors, for those seniors not running, it was kind of redemption for last year, and the upperclassmen as well. And for the freshmen, I think it was a real introduction to what the Princeton cross country and track team is capable of, and the history that we have of winning Ivy League championships.
You're going to remember contributing to the team effort way more than the individual effort. You would trade a team title for an individual title every single opportunity, and so we're just a small, visible portion of the iceberg. What's underneath and what supports us and what allows us to do what we do. And I'd like to acknowledge that, because I know how lucky I am that when I show up to work with the guys, there are all these amazing people organizing the parking, organizing all of the tents and all of these things that go into it, that it's not an abracadabra type of situation. So being part of the Princeton, team, family is a big thing for me.
The 2014 Ivy League men's heptagonal cross country champion with 30 points.